Hello and welcome to Amby Marie Knits, episode 84. My name is Amber. Welcome to my crafty channel where I talk about what I've been doing, usually knitting, crochet, spinning with some sewing thrown in. We have a lot to talk about. So, sorry I didn't do much regular episodes during Vlogmas, but Vlogmas was a lot. If you haven't watched it, there's a playlist if you would like to. You are not required to by any means. But I'm going to show some of the stuff I got, what I've been doing this past month. Most of the FOs, of course, I don't actually have access to right now because they've been gifted, but that's okay. So, if you're here, thank you for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And we are going to jump in. We're going to start with what am I wearing, which is also a finished object. It still technically needs block, but I did weave in the ends. So, this is the Coorie In Poncho by Amy Placco. It is knit in the 80s vibe, 90s party DK weight countdown from Haute Knit Yarns, and it's blessed. I love it. It's so soft. It's so cozy. I did discover yesterday though, ponchos and backpacks don't mix very well. It's really hard to wear a backpack and a poncho at the same time, in case you were wondering. But I do love it. I managed to finish it by Christmas Day. I stayed fairly caught up on it, at least up until the point where I went, oh my goodness, Christmas presents. So yeah, that happens. Speaking of that, let's see, what other finished objects do I have here? Okay. One other finished object I can actually show you, and that is another Advent. This is the Freckled Whimsy 24 stripe DK weight socks. There we go. We're gonna, let's see. I want these for a picture. Screeny. There we go. Okay, so these I knit toe up on size 2.5 magic loop. I did 9-inch circulars, size 2.5, which is a 3mm for the leg. I did do a shutter up heel, and then I did size 2s for the cuff. Cuff starts here, and then I did a little pop of that. They're too small for me. Next year, I'm going to do fingering weight again. DK was fine, but I know what I'm doing in the fingering weight is what it amounts to. And I'll probably go ahead and do an afterthought heel again because, or forethought heel, whatever it is I do. Because these just are a little bit too small for me. That's okay. My sister's going to love them. I already know this, but they're still really pretty and I really, really like them. But I finished that and I finished this. We're going to, I don't really know exactly how this is working. We're going to segue into whips and we're going to go with Advent-y stuff. And then we'll go into other stuff. I don't know. It's been a while. It's going to take me a little bit to get in the swing of things. But the next whip that I want to show you is from a swap. So my little group I Zoom with on Sundays, some of us did a swap together. I got Andy the Knittress. She got me, rather. And I decided to make a SPELTAS by Samantha Bumblebee Acres. So I still have like 4 days left to do on it, but I'm getting there. So we started there. Really great pattern, uses less than 10 grams of yarn per each color. Great stash buster. It makes a nice scarf. I bet you if you did it in DK, it would make a nice wrap. Of course you need more yardage, but so that's where we're at. And I like how, here, I do admit, I did swap out the last couple colors. Like this one's one of mine and this one's one of mine because those colors are great. But this one went from bright to moody, and I want to keep that moody theme. So then when you wear it, like a scarf, you're going to have the bright and the moody right here. I don't know. I just thought that would be really cool. The other colors that it came with, they're great. And wait till I show you the main skein. I'll show that in acquisitions at some point. But yeah, so this is really, really fun make. Definitely do recommend it. Okay, so that is all the knitting Advent stuff. I do have spinning, but we're gonna, I guess, tackle that towards the end because I like to do the knitting and then the spinning. It works. So, I should have done more finished objects. That's okay. We're gonna do some finished objects right here, even though I showed a whip. I told you this is gonna be a disaster. It's fine. I'm still showing you the stuff. So, finished objects that I don't actually have in front of me. I did take a picture of everything I did for my gift knitting. That is going to consist of 2 pairs of socks, which have been done for a while, and oh my goodness, how many were there? 2 pairs of socks, 6 pairs of fingerless mittens. Some of them colorwork, some of them not. Some of them used the doodle. I will try and link all the project pages below to them. That's going to be a lot of project pages, but we'll see what I can do on that. But ones that I finished this month, I finished the Panda gloves. Those were a pain because I used the doodle mitts, fingerless mitts pattern, but I used a different chart because there wasn't a Panda chart yet, and that took me like 6 tries, but I finally got it and they fit the recipient. I made the shark gloves, which you might have already seen, I'm not sure, but I finished those. Then I made my sister yes, I'm looking at my page. They're like easy bulky mitts. It was a free pattern for just some bulky wool mitts. They took like less than 2 hours total to make the pair. Pretty cool. And then I made the happy mitts, or happy gloves, which are fingerless mitts that are meant for hand spun, and those were hand spun. So I will hopefully, while I've been talking, put some type of pictures of stuff in so that we can have a clue. And instead of putting these ones on the screen, they're going to be linked below just to make that a little bit easier because there's a lot. And then also gifted was the shark doodle. No. The dinosaur doodle socks and a pair of socks I made for my kid. So that was all of that. Another thing you have not seen yet, because I made them last weekend and I've already gifted them, is my favorite thing in the world to gift, which is chickens. Knitting Trail A did come out with another chicken pattern. It is the Emotional Support Little Chickie. It's so cute. It took me less than 2 hours to make. They fit in the palm of your hand, even with worsted weight. Here's a picture of some that I made, and you should go make some. Yarn-wise, the littlest one, I used like a light DK weight, and I think the whole thing, including the eyes, weighs 11 grams. I made one out of hand spun. It was like 25 grams that I used. Like, hardly any yarn. Go make some more chickens. And I know it's weird. I don't even like chickens, but I love knitting chickens, and I love gifting chickens, so it's fine. Okay, so what else do I have on here? Oh, forgot something. Right back. Another finished object. Because I was staring at my cotton that was a disaster in the cubby and decided I had to get rid of some of it. So I made a float tote. This is a pattern by Natalie of Nitty Natty. I did not do the buckets in there. I just did this part, which is pretty useless without the buckets, but it's fine. But this is crocheted. It is done holding 2 strands of cotton together. It prefers to use like the sugar and cream because that's more dense, but you can use whatever. And this is the Float Tote Mini. It's a 2 skein. So it's not too big, not too small. Just a nice little crocheted tote. So I got that done, you know, when I should have been working on other things. But beside the point, sometimes you just need to crochet a thing. So did I get everything? That's everything that I finished. I showed you one whip that was the Advent. Another whip, 2 more to show you. One I think you've already seen. This is the Raspberry Royale socks, a pattern by Lindsay of Sock Witchery. And this is in yarn from Nitty Knotty hand-dyed yarns. They're pretty. This and the SPELTAS I plan to have done by the end of the year. By this, I mean this individual sock. The pair of socks will probably not be done. I'm just being realistic here. It's probably not going to happen. But I want that and the SPELTAS done by the end of the year. So, I think that's doable. And then there is a new cast on as of today because, you know, I have all the stuff that I should have been working on this month and I needed something new and shiny. So speaking of Nitty Knotty hand-dyed yarns, she's doing a test knit for a brioche headband, and I started that this morning. So yarns used, we have 2, kind of sort of actually have tags. This one is from Bobby of Herring Color Dyeworks. Herring Colors Dyework. I always say it wrong. So this is Cabot Creek Falls. It's called Interstellar Blossom. It is made with 85-15. It is worsted weight, 192 yards. So pretty. I love Speckles. He does such a good job. Got that from Knotty. The Knotty I got it from Andy's shop. The Knotty Knittress. There we go. This one, kind of the purple variegated. which is this color on here. I tore the tag. I'm sorry. It is from Posies and Pockets. It is also a 85-15. It says Aaron as opposed to worsted, but there is a little bit of a difference. This one's 196 yards. This is 192 yards, but it's the same yarn. It's fine. So I'm working on this. It's going to be a headband. I will show it when it's finished. It's going pretty good. I did this morning. I like how it's striping, and then that speckles look so good. So that is what I am currently working on. Looking at my list. Okay. Will be casting on soon. So new cast ons knitting wise. I will be starting the Spellbound Doodle sweater here soon. I just got to figure out exactly what I'm doing for like the charts for the yoke and stuff. So that sample, I think I said test. It's a sample, not a test. I'll be getting that started soon. And then I'm not sure what else the new year's going to bring. We'll see. So that's all the knitting. Let's talk about some spinning and some acquisitions. So spinning wise, I had the Knits and Pearls countdown. So on that, first skein I got done was this one. It's beautiful. So this is 8 days worth. So 8 half-ounce little bumps. And this one is the same. Although this one is pretty much 2 separate skeins of yarn. Like with the purpley stuff and the greens and oranges. But still, same. And this one has more yardage, I think. But it's still 4 ounces or 8 with a half-ounce bumps. So I got those done. Then I'm currently working on the last 8 days, but it's going to be 6 days because this had a variety of fibers. There was Rambouillet, there was merino silk, there was merino stellina, I think it's merino, something in stellina, faux cashmere, and Shiniko tweed. I don't know if I said that right. So my last 8 days consisted of 3 of the stellina, 3 faux cashmere, and 2 of the tweed. That wasn't going to work together, just with the colors and textures. So I spun all the stellina. There is an ounce and a half on here. I got that all spun. And then I am currently in the process of spinning all of the faux cashmere together. Picture here, I think I just started on the 3rd bump. And then I'm going to apply these 2 together because this is not the softest yarn. And the faux cashmere is hella soft. So I think that would be applied good together and add that sparkle. Would be kind of nice. And then that leaves these 2. They just did not work with the colors at all. But these are 2 of the Shiniko tweed. I don't know if I'm just going to spin these together. Maybe I can chain ply them. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I have not decided yet. We'll see. But if I can at least get this done, that would make me happy. So, and then, kind of moseying into acquisitions, the day 25. Oh, this one's so pretty. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm pretty sure it's Rambouillet. It doesn't say, but feeling it, that's what I guess. Look at this braid. If you watch Vlogmas, you already saw it, but just in case you don't like Vlogmas, and that's okay if you don't. That's a lot to watch. So look at this. So we've got pinky purple, and then we go into the blues and the kind of greens. This is going to be a fractal. I don't know if it's going to be a 2-ply or a 3-ply. Depends on how energetic I am. Okay, I just want to get it twisted right. But look at it. It's so pretty, and it's squishy and soft. So yeah, so that's that. Another, this is kind of an acquisition, but not really. I've got more stuff I have to grab. That's fine. I do have this braid from Storyteller Stitchery. And the reason why I have this braid is to make a shop sample. So this is the colorway Dragon Rider. It's very pretty. But I got the new Andrea Mowry Plumpy pattern. So there's a cowl and a hat. And I am going to, they're for bulky. This is super bulky, but it'll still work, I'm sure. I'm going to try and spin this to go with this to make a shop sample. I don't know if it's going to be the hat or the cowl. I have to check yardage. I have to been working so hard to try and spend like DK weight, sport weight, you know, get it thinner, and I'm gonna try and spend bulky on purpose. Not yet, but it'll be fun when it happens. So that's a future project. So that's some of my acquisitions. I'm gonna pause for just a second and be right back with some more. Okay, that was all the adventy type stuff. Nope, I lied, there's more. My sister also made me a stitch marker countdown, which was so sweet and awesome of her. And then I got a couple other stitch markers. So I'm gonna put a picture right here somewhere of all of those that I got. A lot of the ones that my sister did were handmade between her and, you know, various children around the house. It's pretty awesome. Okay, that is all the Advent stuff. Now we're gonna go into Christmas presents, because I got fiber related Christmas presents because my family is awesome. Now, the first one I'm gonna show, speaking of my sister, and this is hilarious, I got these two skeins of Nora Sonata, which is a cotton, viscose, silk, and nylon or polyamide. Very pretty, very soft. I have various skeins of black right here that I'm planning on making something. So the crazy thing is I texted her and let her know on Small Business Saturday that we were having it on sale because I knew she liked this yarn, and she bought some. I didn't realize she was buying me some, so that's crazy cool. I like that. So I got those, and then my mom got me some fun stuff. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to at some point. And if you've watched Vlogmas, you would have already seen this, so I'm sorry if it's a repeat, but we're going with it. Okay. Sure, we'll take it out of the package. I got this. This is undyed Corriedale wool roving top, 1 pound. This is a full pound of Corriedale. It's softish. I like my superwash merino, but that's okay. I still enjoy spinning it. So this is gonna be fun because eventually what I'm gonna do with this is I am going to put this into braids and dye it because I like color. So I will separate it out and I will dye this into something nifty, and then we will spin it eventually. I'll put that in the bag when we're done. But this is a full pound, and that's not all I got. I also got a pound of raw wool. This is so vacuum packed. I don't know what type of wool it is. It just says Condu's Natural Fiber. And 1 pound raw wool sheep for spinning and school projects. So no idea how to process raw wool. I probably do not have the time or the brain space to do it at this moment. But if you have a good video or how to do it, will you comment below and link it so that way I have something I can research on what to do with this? Because I know there's scouring and all sorts of stuff, carding, all that fun stuff to go with it. So still really cool present. May not use it right now, but I've got it for when I'm ready for it. So that's pretty awesome. And then the last present that I would like to show, I got other stuff, but the last one I would like to show is one that's not yarn related, but it's the first one I've ever gotten in my life. So I got Legos for the first time. I mean, I bought Legos for my kid when he was younger. My kid bought me Legos for Christmas. Look, I got the Lego poinsettia. So that's exciting. I want to finish my spinning because where the spinning's at is where I think I want to build this at. So I want to finish the spinning project before I start this. But isn't it so cool? It's so pretty. I'm excited. I'm not much of a decorator, but I will definitely have this out next year for decorating for Christmas. Okay. That is, I probably forgot something. If I did, I'm sorry. But I think that is all the knit, crochet, yarny related acquisitions. Lies, I lie. More stuff. Okay, so another Advent countdown that I got that is still hanging on the wall. Picture right here. I got the Lemonade Shop. It was just a winter, 10 days, and a full skein. Let me take the full skein out of the bag. I actually haven't done that yet, so sorry for crinkles real quick. Of course, it's never quick when I say that. So, picture of the minis, and then this is the full skein. Very pretty. No idea what I'm going to do with it. Could make chickens out of it. That could be fun. But they are pretty. The main skein is very gorgeous as well. So I got that. And then some other things I got on the SPELTAS, that swap. My main skein for that. If you don't watch any of the Vlogmas, go watch day 25. Because when I open this, it is hilarious. Andy gave me this. I only had to see this to know what it was, because this is Pretty Twisted Yarn Zombie Apocalypse, which I actually have a pair of socks in this because I love this colorway. But I got another one, so I'm going to probably make a Simply Self-Striping Cowl by Knit Graffiti. But yes, this is on Lavish. It's so beautiful. She doesn't do self-striping anymore. Don't get me wrong, I love her stuff that is not self-striping as well. Case in point, I'll show you another one in a second, but it's so pretty. But I also got a gift from a friend. She sent me some stuff, and she surprised me with skeiny yarn. And you're amazing. Thank you for this. Look at it. That's so pretty. It's the Love is Love June 2024 hand-dyed yarn, or Die Hard. So this is the Die Hard subscription. So pretty. Very rainbowy. So I don't know what that'll become, but it'll be something amazing, I am sure. So yeah. Now is that all the yarn related stuff? Looking around, I think so. I think that's done. Last up, we can talk about books a little bit. I forgot to talk about this on Vlogmas, but I did realize that Hoopla had Fourth Wing on it and Iron Flame. So I actually listened to Fourth Wing. I got through it pretty quickly. I know Onyx Storm comes out in less than a month. I will probably read that. Fourth Wing is so good. Iron Flame's okay. I mean, I'm still going to listen to it, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Fourth Wing. Kind of like the same way that A Court in Mist and Fury was amazing. But A Court of Thorn and Roses itself, the book was, meh. Sometimes you have to read them to get to the good stuff. So we're going to see what book 3 has to hold on Fourth Wing. Other stuff that I've read, I was reading the Chronicles of Nick by Sherilyn Kenyon. I am, hold on. I don't know. Let's see what I've been reading. No, I don't want to actually read the book. See y'all. Sorry, I'm on my Goodreads. So I am currently reading, it's not even on here. Maybe it's Savage. Yeah, Savage. It's Shadows of Fire. So it's Chronicles of Nick, and then there's another series after that. So I'm going through that, but it is, at the moment, not really about Nick. It's been more about other characters in the Chronicles of Nick. So, like, I don't know what's going on. But I had to pause on that because, you know, when you read one series too long, you've got to start something else. So I went back to the Vampire and the Case of series that I was reading. And my Goodreads, it's linked below. You can just click on it and it'll show whatever I've been doing. But I'm currently reading The Case of the Perilous Poltergeist. It's okay, but I needed something more comforting. So I just started Mercedes Lackey, The Hills Have Spies. I think that's what it's called. It's not on here because it's on my Kindle, not on my phone. But it's a book I've read 2 or 3 times before. Maybe not that. Maybe once or twice. I just needed something familiar and comforting and easy. So I switched over to that last night, I think. So I'll probably read that for a little bit. But yeah, that's it. Life has been, now we're into life and stuff. Work, knitting as much as possible. Regularly hurting myself with the crafting. That's okay. Forcing myself to take breaks. Yesterday at work, all I knit on, I did one color on the SPELTAS, and that's all I knit yesterday. But I wove an ends on everything. I got the ends wove on this, the ends on the SPELTAS, so that way I still counted as stuff. And then I spun some. Definitely planning on doing some more spinning today, because I really want to get that done. Because if I can get the faux cashmere spun today, then that means I can apply it tomorrow. And that'd be exciting. But yeah, as far as life, it's been work. Christmas was fun. Went to my sister's. We had ribs and potatoes and my sister's green bean casserole. It was delicious. Everybody liked their presents. It was lots of fun. And then today's just been a day off. Housework, grocery shopping, knitting. So that's been fun too. Tomorrow I work at the yarn store. Same old, same old. Kind of exciting, but not really. Did I forget anything? I'm so rusty at doing it this way. I don't know what I forgot or didn't forget. If you think I missed something, comment below. If there's something you'd like to know, ask me the question down below. I will be happy to answer and even try and do it on my next time I record. No promises, so. But with that being said, I think we're going to wrap this up. And this is the last episode of 2024. Kind of crazy, huh? It's been a fun year, though. I really do appreciate any new viewers I've gotten this year. Everybody who stuck around, thank you for still being here and putting up with my shenanigans. I do appreciate it so much. And I will be back next year. By the time I do next Friday's episode, I do plan to have counted all my yarn. And I'm also going to try and sort my yarn into, I don't want this anymore, we need to destash or something it, and what yarn I want to keep. I haven't figured out how to count this problem right here, because how am I supposed to get less yarn if I keep making it with my hand spun? I don't know. I haven't figured out that yet. But we'll see. I might have some goals. We'll recap what goals I had for 2024. Did I complete them? Did I not? The answer to that is kind of. But we'll discuss all of that next Friday. That being said, thank you for watching. See y'all next year.